It's been 2 years since Chevy gave their midsize challenger, the Colorado, a major overhaul to bring it up to speed. And to say it's been a hit would be an understatement. The third generation has been selling like hotcakes. And for 2025, Chevrolet is bringing some major updates that will take things up a notch. Keep watching to learn everything new with the 2025 Chevy Colorado. And we guarantee that by the end of this video, you'll be left saying, it's almost unfair for it to be this good. New extended cab model. Arguably the biggest change Chevrolet has in store for the 2025 Colorado is the introduction of an extended cab version with a longer 6-foot bed out back. This has been a change Chevy loyalists have been begging at their knees for, and we're glad that it's finally getting answered. The Colorado's regular 5-foot 2-inch bed has already impressed many critics as it's longer than what Toyota offers with the Crew Cab Tacoma. You see, the Tacoma's regular bed stood at 60 inches in length, and the Colorado's stretched to 62 inches, giving you some precious additional cargo space, which is an enormous win when it comes to a pickup truck. But Toyota has always had a trump card under its sleeve with the Tacoma's optional 6-foot bed, for which the Colorado has had no answer thus far. With the introduction of the extended cab version, the Colorado will become even more versatile than it already is, inching it one step closer to the top step of the mid-size pickup truck ladder that it has been struggling to climb up for the past few years. Power and efficiency. Pickup trucks as we knew them are slowly coming to an end, and depending on who you ask, people either love it or hate it. Downsizing engines are the name of the game in 2025, which is why the Chevrolet Colorado will be sticking to its turbocharged inline-4 powertrain we've grown familiar with for the past couple of years. This means that base model WT and LT variants of the Colorado will be powered by the low-output flavor of the turbocharged 2.7-liter 4-cylinder engine, producing a respectable 237 horsepower and 259 pound-feet of torque. These come standard in rear-wheel drive form, with the option of getting all-wheel drive if you want some extra capability. While the performance figures might not be anything to write home about, they're about what you'd expect from a bare-bones affordable midsize pickup truck in the 2020s. Once again, the high-output variant of the 2.7 turbo, which Chevy has christened the Turbo Max, will power the more powerful variants of the 2025 Colorado, like the ZR1, ZR2, and the Trail Boss. It makes 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque, placing it near the top when it comes to performance figures in the midsize segment. Pair this with the all-wheel drive drivetrain, and we're looking at a 0 to 60 time in the mid-6-second range, which is more than impressive for a behemoth of this size. An 8-speed automatic will be the only transmission on offer, and while this might take away from the sheer driving pleasure of a manual gearbox, it helps to improve the Colorado's fuel efficiency. We're talking 20 mpg in the city and 25 mph out on the highway with the low output engine, and 17 mpg around town and 21 mpg during highway driving with the Turbo Max. While these figures might not be as impressive as the new Toyota Tacoma, keep in mind that the Colorado is achieving this without the added weight of a hybrid or electric component, which can take away from the truck's driving dynamics, especially when it comes to going on off-road adventures. Speaking of hybrid powertrains, we wouldn't count out the possibility of Chevy coming out with a hybridized or even an all-electric version of the Colorado for 2025. The Bowtie company is already making an electrified version of the full-size Silverado, which can put out as much as 754 horsepower and reach 60 mph in a mere 4 seconds. So you can imagine what a beast this Ultium battery-based powertrain would convert the much smaller Colorado into. One thing is for certain, if Chevy pulls the trigger on an all-electric Colorado RST with the same 205 kilowatt-hour battery pack as the Silverado EV, it would turn the entire segment upside down and make it one of the fastest family vehicles in the world, period. Awesome towing performance. Let's be real, if you're in the market for a pickup truck, you'd be more than interested in towing heavy loads from time to time. And when it comes to towing performance in the midsize pickup segment, nothing will be able to hold a candle to the all-new Chevy Colorado when it comes out in 2025. While the 3,500-pound towing capacity of base model Colorados with the low output engine won't be anything to write home about, the Z71 and Trail Boss trim levels take things to a whole new level. We're talking more than 7,700 pounds of towing capacity, laughing in the face of the Nissan Frontier, which maxes out at 1,000 pounds less while having a massive 3.8-liter V6 under the hood. The Ford Ranger also trembles in front of Colorado with its 7,500-pound tow rating. And don't get us started on the Toyota Tacoma. It can only tow a mere 6,700 pounds even when optioned with the far less practical extra cab body style. To put things in short, if you want a truck that can tow massive loads while your whole family is sat inside in comfort, there's no better option than the 2025 Chevy Colorado. Upgraded interior and safety. The Colorado has always had the upper hand when it comes to the interior, and 2025 will be no different. One of the biggest advantages it holds over the competition is interior space. You see, while its closest rival, the Toyota Tacoma, offers 41.8 inches of front legroom and 33.7 inches of legroom at the rear, the Colorado blows it out of the water with 45.2 inches of front legroom and 34.7 inches of legroom at the rear, making it one of the most spacious trucks in this segment. Space isn't the only thing that the Colorado has going its way though, as it also comes with one of the most technologically advanced interiors in the game. We're talking a massive 11.3-inch high-definition infotainment screen on all models as standard in 2025, with wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and even Google integration. That's not the only screen you'll be getting in the 2025 Colorado though, as another, equally impressive 11.0-inch unit will be taking care of gauge cluster duties. Just as before, the interior will be mostly made up of durable, easy-to-clean materials, just what you'd expect to see in a tough-as-nails pickup truck. There will be plenty of storage spaces around and charging points to keep all your devices topped up. Storage space isn't the only thing that the new Colorado is set to have in spades though, as it'll be one of the safest vehicles on the market when it comes out. Standard safety features will include everything from lane keep assistance, rear cross-traffic alert, blind spot monitoring, rear emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, and automatic emergency braking, making this one of the safest trucks money can buy. There will be plenty of off-road focused tech features in the new Colorado as well, like the 360-degree camera that will give you a bird's eye view of all your surroundings, and the underbody camera which will display all obstacles ahead of you, which will become especially useful on tough off-road adventures across the wilderness. Off-road supremacy. Going off-road is what pickup trucks are made for, and the 2025 Chevy Colorado is no different. We're talking about multiple models made specifically for taking on Mother Nature, including the impressive Trail Boss with its lifted suspension that fits 32-inch all-terrain tires underneath, a limited slip differential, and several off-road modes you can switch between. But if you want the biggest, baddest, and most expensive Colorado out there, let us introduce you to the mighty ZR2 Bison AEV Edition. Made in collaboration with American Expedition Vehicles, the ZR2 Bison AEV will be the flagship of the 2025 Colorado range, giving you the most off-road capability you can find at this price point. Upgrades include massive 35-inch tires that grip the terrain like nobody's business, steel bumpers and skid plates, Multimatic spool valve dampers on both the front and rear, upgraded shocks, a bed-mounted spare tire carrier, a winch-ready front bumper, and an impressive 12.2 inches of ground clearance. Inside, you get AEV embroidered seats and plenty of other off-road goodies, constantly reminding you that you're behind one special beast of a pickup truck at every moment. Chevrolet will be taking the covers off the ZR2 Bison AEV and the rest of the 2025 Colorado lineup later this year. And when they do, expect all trim levels across the range to carry a minor price bump from what they do in 2024. Still, for the amount of capability and reliability you get, we feel that the 2025 Chevrolet Colorado is more than deserving of every penny you spend.